Hello, hello. Hey, Cordelia. You get the star for promptness today. Congratulations. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. I know we don't typically get together on uh, Thursdays. What's today? Today's Thursday. But I thought I would, as we start getting closer to the holidays, that I would start doing some lives a couple days a week so that way we can keep in touch. If there's anything you need to share with me or any wants, any desires, then I can plan accordingly. So I thought that Sundays we'll still do our lives where we'll actually make a project. And then on Thursdays, we'll do a little recap of what we did on Sunday, talk to you about what I worked on over the week, and then talk about what we're going to do the coming Sunday. So, Cordelia, if you can hear me, just let me know that you can hear and see me. You're the only one I see in the chat right now, so you're it, girlfriend. Yeah, so that's what the plan is for Thursdays. It's not going to be a full-on card making adventure, although some Thursdays maybe we'll make a card, but it's not going to be as long as my Sunday afternoon ones. I know that during the week a lot of us have excellent, Cordelia, thank you. I know that during the week a lot of us have things going on, but I just want a way to touch base with you all during the week before we get together on Sunday. So that's kind of what the format is going to be for Thursday evenings. I don't know if you can call 4 p.m. evenings. I think it's 6 p.m. for you guys on the East Coast, so I guess that's considered an evening. So that's the plan. Updates on me. Let's see, I did get my second drain tube removed this week, which is excellent. So now I'm not tethered to the drain tubes anymore, which is nice. And then I'm meeting with my oncologist tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get the official all clear, right? The surgeon gave me the all clear, but the oncologist is the one that's kind of calling the shots on that. So that's tomorrow. And then hopefully it's just dealing with the long-term preventative. So that's kind of what's going on with me. But let's go ahead and transition down, and we can go ahead and talk about what we did and what we're going to do. Yes, Cordelia, if you're part of the Backstage Pass and the Creative Membership Group, I did send you out the Poe passport card kit, the digital kit, so you guys can create. And that's what we did on Sunday. We created the Edgar Allan Poe passport card. And I ended up adding those 3 digital pages to my Poe kit. But the Poe kit, Edgar Allan Poe kit, had been sent out before I added those 3 extra images. So I wanted to make sure everybody had the full set. So that's why I sent it to you today. So hopefully you guys will try to create that card. It's a lot of fun, and it's got some great colors. Let's go ahead and transition down so you can see my messy desk. I've actually been creating this week. I've started to prepare for my Halloween makes. You guys know I do the 7 days of Halloween, and then of course I shared with you that I am putting together a Halloween kit so we can do a Halloween craft off. I haven't named it yet, so we'll figure it out. But it'll be like a class, but the class is gonna be free, and then the kit is optional. Your dad's cousin had breast cancer, and a mastectomy, and she lived to 97. Yeah, it's very invasive, but I think it does pretty much give you the best outcome for longevity. It's an interesting word. My mom went through this as well, and she's doing great. As feisty as ever. All right, so before we jump into what we're going to do on Sunday, because that's what I was playing with today, let's talk about what we did last Sunday. So, as you recall, we made these fun little passport cards, and this is what the digital kit was. We ended up making a bookmark because I think that's a cute little gift. And then we ended up just attaching it to the passport card. So the passport cards, a lot of people ask, what do you do with them? These are great for the holidays because you can put gift cards in here if you want to. You can add little notes, maybe put a little note card and put that in here. And then it just becomes a really cute display for the holidays. So these are probably my favorite types of cards to create. And now I added a little bonus with the bookmark. Now I got so carried away with my passport cards that I decided to make a few more and put them in the shop. So this one I haven't quite finished the bookmark, but this is going to go in the shop. And each passport card is uniquely its own. So even though the theme may be the same, you know, your pages are slightly different. They're always going to be different because I try not to do the same thing over and over again. I try to mix it up a little bit. I went ahead and I had such fun creating these that I decided to put them in the shop. I think this one is my favorite. It's not Halloween-y, but this is the bookmark, or the reading book one, and it's just such a cute little bookmark. So this is also in the shop. And then here's another Edgar Allan Poe one. Again, a little bit different for the design. Hi, Brandy. And then you guys remember the criminal digital kit I had, right? So I had made one of these passport cards, and I decided to make a matching bookmark with a criminal. So that's what that one is here. This one's also in the shop. And then I had the idea, wouldn't it be fun to create some bookmarks out of these wanted by the FBI posters? So I did. I went ahead and I resized these, and then these are going to be just little bookmarks. I probably will make some passport cards to match these, but I have a couple of bookmarks here. This one has the fingerprints, and then this one has the Alcatraz rap sheet, I guess, right? The rap sheet from Alcatraz. So I've been making a couple of these, and then I'll probably make a couple of passport cards to go along with these. But I think that I'm gonna probably be making more of these for the holidays, for Halloween, fall, and then Christmas, of course. I'm gonna kind of go to town with these passport cards, and I'm gonna put them in the shop because I think that they will sell pretty well. But yeah, that's what I've been working on this week. And then I started pulling out my Halloween paper, and I found this one here. Oh, my little sticker's coming off. I found this one here, and then I created a matching, maybe that's all right. I created a matching bookmark as well. So cute, huh? Alright, so yeah, so this one has Apothecary and the little paper doll, and then another paper doll. I think I'm going to have to, and then a little saying here, haunting we will go. And then Haunted Acres, Dead and Breakfast. That's funny. So yeah, so I'm going to be creating a variety of Halloween ones, not just Edgar Allan Poe, but I'm going to find different themes, like I'll probably do an apothecary one. I probably will do like a witch one, but just different themes for Halloween. And then this one is another Halloween one, more of a little bit cutesy, right? So this has the gumball, the chewing gum label, I haven't quite finished it, but I have to add some paper there and there, and then I did the matching bookmark. So that's what I've been working on. They are already in the shop, so if you guys see any that you like I said, no two are ever the same, so if you see something you like, don't wait, because once it's gone, I probably won't repeat it. But yeah, so if you missed last week's video, go check it out if you want to make some of these passport cards, and the Edgar Allan Poe link for the kit. I think it's only $3. It's pretty reasonable. The link is in the description box. All right, so does anybody have any questions about what we did last week, or was that pretty self-explanatory? Everybody was good with the video last week? I thought we would maybe have like questions, question and answers. If people had any questions, we can obviously kind of chit-chat about that real quick. So is everybody good? I don't know if y'all have had the chance to see the video from last week. But it was a lot of fun. We went longer than I thought we would, but I was happy to visit with everybody after my surgery. So I think we went a little bit longer than we typically do. So if we're good, if nobody has any questions, we can kind of move on to what we're going to do on Sunday. Now, remember I mentioned to you that I'm going to put together a Halloween kit, and then I'm also going to do a Christmas one, but for the Christmas one I want to be a little bit more specific because I have some projects in mind. But I wanted to share with you, I was on the fence about one of the dies that I may or may not put into the kit, so I was playing with it a little bit. So let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. So this is the die. This is the die I was talking about, and I said that I may or may not include it in the kit. I haven't ordered it yet from my wholesaler, but I'm going to. But I came up with this, and I wanted to be able to include, this somewhat. This is my prototype, but relatively close to this design for the class. So when I was able to come up with this piece here and kind of put it together, it kind of got my juices flowing. So I thought, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to include this in the Halloween kit. And what's great about this die is you'll be able to use it for Halloween, which is 31. You can use it for Christmas, 25. Valentine's Day, 14, because these little numbers come off separate, but the way that I used it is I cut out the frame and then I re-glued them back in to create a whole background. So I'm going to show you how I did that in the class, but I just wanted to share with you, like I said, I was kind of on the fence about whether or not I was going to include this die, because I want to keep the kit reasonable for you guys, and it's just going to be, it's not going to be like one of my class kits. It's going to be just a variety of Halloween stuff, both vintage, authentic vintage, and recreated. And then we're going to do some cards. We're going to put together some cards, and I'm going to give you some ideas for what you can use your Halloween kit for. But what I like about the kits is, especially if I get them out kind of early, is everything's like all together. So you have just a Halloween pack that you can start crafting, and then of course as we get closer to the holidays, everybody can start pulling out their Halloween stuff. I know that I've started pulling out my Halloween stuff already, but that's me, just because I'm starting to see, I want to see what I have and what I can put in there. So Cordelia, you're asking when the kit will go on sale. I haven't said yet because I'm still kind of curating it. I want to make sure that I have everything that I need to be able to come up with my ideas for you. Probably in the class we'll do probably 3 or 4 cards. I'm not going to get too carried away because some of these cards are a little bit more in depth. They have techniques and whatnot. So I'm still curating the kit. I hope to have the kit on sale to you by the end of the month. and I'll probably only have 15. If I can put, if I sell out and I can get more product, then I will. But yeah, but I'll make sure that if you're a Backstage Pass holder or if you are a creative member, I'll give you guys a heads up first before I open it up to the public. So Cordelia, I don't know if you are or aren't. I think you are, right? I can't remember. But yeah, so, and what I always say about my kits is if it's something you want, don't hesitate. And maybe I'll even do a pre-sale. I just don't like necessarily doing pre-sales when I am still curating, because I may not be able to get everything that I want to put in it, and I don't want to overcharge you or undercharge you. So that's kind of where I'm at with that right now. But I did, since we talked about this last Sunday, I did want to share that with you, that this is definitely going to go in the kit because I think this is fabulous and it'll be a lot of fun to make. All right, so let's talk about Sunday. So as I shared with you, I have a whole lot of vintage stamps that I don't need all these. Some of them I'm going to keep, and I think we started talking about it when I found this stamp in my stash, and I decided I was going to sell this, and then I decided that I'm going to keep it because I loved it. And then I thought, maybe I should go through all of my vintage stamps, try them out, maybe make some labels, and then decide what I'm going to keep and what I'm not. And then, during the live, if there's a stamp that you like, I'll be able to tell you if it's going to go on sale in the shop or not, so you can watch for it. So I have lots of these. Some of them are already listed, so if you want to get a head start and you can go over to the shop, just look under the vintage section for stamps. I think it's under office stamps. I'm going to go check it out. But I have some really great ones that I will be parting with. And the freebie tomorrow is a ledger sheet that you can stamp on, so that'll be really great to use with these. So one of my stamps that I'm not parting with is this airmail stamp. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. I have stamps like this, but then I also have the woodblock stamps. But what we're going to do on Sunday is we're going to create some of our own labels using some of these vintage stamps, and then that way it will give us an opportunity to see if I want to keep it or if I want to just kind of pass it on to somebody else via my store. So that's what we have planned on Sunday. Honestly, I don't even know what I have in here, to be honest with you. I have a rack of stamps that I'm keeping for myself. I'll go through that just to make sure that it is truly what I want to keep. But even if you don't use these are great for display. This is a trucking division stamp set. And then this is layaway. I mean, I have some really great ones here. I might have to reconsider getting rid of them since I can make my own ephemera. But that's what the plan is for Sunday. And then I also wanted to share with you, if you wanted to play along, I do have some new old stock in the shop. So, for instance, this is a parcel post. And then I also have void, what's this one? 4th class mail. And these are all new old stock, and these are in the shop as well. And we're going to be creating labels out of these as well. So if you wanted to get a jump start, I'll put links to these as well. I have these, and then I have the bigger ones, which are the Important, Rush, and Printed Matter. So I have lots of these. I actually cleared somebody out a while ago, and I used to have a lot more, but I'm down to just the 2 bins now. So we're going to be playing with all of these on Sunday. And then a future class, I think not this Sunday, but next Sunday, we're going to be playing with distress inks because with, the holidays coming, I want to start kind of blending some inks and sharing some colors, and I want to go ahead and start giving you ideas for that. I know that the holidays are still a bit away, but you know, it's a good idea to start planning on what you need and what you want, especially to start pulling out your, you know, your holiday stuff, like your Halloween stuff from prior years or your Christmas items from prior years. I have 2 bins right now where I'm just putting, if it's Halloween, it goes in one bin. If it's Christmas, it goes in another. And then that way I can make sure I have all my ephemera, paper, whatnot together. And I don't either reduplicate it or I, you know, use it, because that's really what it's all about. If I've had it from prior years, that means that I didn't use it. So I don't want to go out necessarily buy new stuff. Although when Tim Holtz comes out with his Halloween release, I'm sure I will, because I always do. But that's how I'm kind of getting organized to look at my Halloween and my Christmas items. And then finally, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to dig back into our ideology and make something with that. I'll have to come up with some sort of a prototype. Like I said, I've been working on my Halloween prototypes right now so I can finish putting that kit together. But then I'll start creating prototypes for my 7 Days of Halloween series that's going to be coming in a couple months. And then I can start thinking about Christmas. So that's it. Like I said, Thursdays are going to be kind of short and sweet, just to kind of get together and talk about what we did and what we're going to do. And if you guys want to, you know, prepare for Sunday, give you an opportunity to hit the shop. In the shop also, I'm going to be stamping on some of these. I have these ledger kits in the shop that have paper, and I'm going to be stamping on some of these. I have so much ledger paper that I've started putting them in kits. And this is one of my ledgers here. This is a vintage ledger I have. We're going to be stamping on this. The paper is really thick, which is nice, and it makes for good labels, so that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to stamp on this, and then I'm also going to stamp on some of my gummed paper as well. So that's what we're going to be stamping on. The gum paper is also in the shop, as well as some of these vintage ledger packs, so you can check that out as well. All right, well, that's all I have today. Like I said, this is going to be, Thursdays are going to be just quick and to the point, talk about what we got to talk about, and then get ready for Sunday. So I think the Sunday live is already scheduled, so that'll be out there, and I will link some of these items to the description box ahead of time, so you guys will have them. And we'll see you guys on Sunday.